209 is planned. And a cruise speed. I thought it was given us. Okay, so it's been changed. The cruise altitude been given. Right, I'm just checking the audio now. Right, I'm just checking the audio now. Lovely, it's all good. So let's go ahead and get everything fired up. Today we are flying the PMDG 737-800 from where you can tell Stansted down to Dusseldorf Weeze Airport. So the moment we've got delivery and ground online. Oh, forgot to turn that down. So today we have got that online today, delivery and ground. So plan is today flying 310. So unfortunately I should be able to change my cruising altitude. So there it is. It's now 31,000. So we've loaded in in this plane here. So I'm just going to go ahead and set everything up before we. I'm not going to bother with GSX today. I just want to get a move on really, and sort of, you know, I'm not totally bothered about what's going on today. So passengers today we have 165, so that's full basically. I've forgotten whether this one's in pounds or not. I've actually forgotten. So I can't remember whether it was in pounds or not. Let me have a look. It should be somewhere in the settings. There you go. PMDG setup. Options. Simulation. Nope. Performance. No. Key commands. No. Aircraft. Displays. Nope. Equipment. Nope. Okay, this is a bit confusing. I'd like to know how to change that, but I can't. FS actions. Payload. I can't find it. So this is a bit of a problem. It says there fuel quantity pounds, so I think we're in pounds today, which is a bit unfortunate because my thing is in kilograms. So obviously I didn't look into that before. I think we'll have to just stick with it as we go. So luckily I do have a calculator, so the calculator's called the internet. Google calculator. Right. I haven't actually flown this plane in quite some time, so I'm trying to look for the performance page, but I can't find it. I was there earlier, but now I can't find it. So that's the route. Init ref. Routes. Okay, let's just go with the route for now. EGSS to EDLV is the company route today. already got it plugged in there, and our flight number is, I don't know whether it wants, I think it wants the actual proper one, so I'll go with that. And that is today, what? FR2295, that's today's flight number, so let's go ahead and activate that. And it's got all the route in there for us, which is very nice. It appears I've actually found the payload now. So let's go ahead and get the calculator up. Today we have 1.4, actually not calculator, it's kilograms to pounds. And so kilograms, we have 1,400 kilograms, so that's 3,100 cargo. So I'll split that into 1,550 in each, balance out the weight. And then okay, that's got rid of the little warning sign we had there, so that's lovely. Got it all loaded up. Fuel today is again in pounds, so the fuel, how much fuel do we have? 5,800 is our block fuel today, so that is £13,000 approximately. Let's go 12, we'll round it, 12,800. So none in the centre tank today, so I can leave those pumps off. Let's just make sure they're off. They're already off, lovely. Okay, so next one now is, we've done all the performance stuff, we just need to do the things like the takeoff, but before that I'm going to go ahead and request clearance. Are they still online? Yep, delivery on 121.95, okay. So just tune that in. Any info about what we need to be contacting about? Obviously each controller has their own preferences about what they want me. Doesn't say anything, just says Stansted delivery. Does not actually telling me anything about that. So we'll stick with that, I think. So got all the ground charts up here that I should need. So let's just go ahead and request clearance. Hello, Stansted delivery. This is Ryanair 2295, type Boeing 737-800, requesting IFR clearance to Weeze.
Ryanair 5 Stansted delivery, please report your stand.
Stand is 42, Ryanair 2295. And now wait for clearance.
Ryanair 295, can you repeat your location, please?
Location is stand 42, Ryanair 2295. I've already told him.
Ryanair 2295, not location, destination.
Destination is Dusseldorf Weeze Airport, Ryanair 2295.
Ryanair 2295 is to destination via the Clangston 4 Sierra departure, squawk 3446.
Cleared to destination via the Clacton 4 Sierra departure, squawk is 4096.
Ryanair 2295, negative, squawk is 3446.
Squawk 3456, Ryanair 2295.
Ryanair 2295, negative, 3446.
3446, Ryanair 2295.
Ryanair 2295, is that correct?
Right, finally I got that. I do find it quite hard. I don't know. I've been watching Captain Canada and he's on Pilot Edge and they've got a different way of picking up the mics and it sounds so much better. It's honestly, the The way it sounds on Vatsim is horrendous. 3446. So let's go ahead and get that tuned in down there. So 3446. Lovely. So get that set up now, and what else we need to do? Set up the departure. So runway 04 via the Clacton 4 Sierra departure. Let's get that in there. So that should be about it. Landing, let's have a look at that. Let's get that plugged in as well. Looks at the winds, it's variable, so anywhere. So planning ILS 27 today on the Sob 2 1 Whiskey arrival. So let's go ahead and no transition today. So let's just go ahead and get that in there. So let's have a look at today's SID. So we depart for that. First waypoint, where's that one? D1. Fortunately, I'm using a bit of an outdate, so it's 2,500 above, 3,000 above, yeah. And then it's CLN, D20. We need to be at 4,000 after that. So the next waypoint after that, we need to be at 4,000, but I think that's not in there. And then CLN, we need to be at 6,000. So go ahead and plug that in there. In terms of arrival, I haven't actually looked at that yet. There is somewhere else where I need to put in a ton of like info. There you go, perfect. Cost index, we're supposed to use 6, but we're sticking with 25. Get the 0 fuel weight in there. Sense of, so that was completely wrong.
Channel 1925 via the Compton 2 Sierra departure 2246.
And this being, we're not using any kind of weather, so the cruise wind is always that, no matter what.
I
don't know how much reserve fuel we have in pounds, so I'll just put that down. I'll just put in all the fuel that we have on board, how about that?
Channel 149 departure Compton 2 Sierra, Charlie Papa Tango 2 Sierra.
I think we'll stay at max power for now. Flaps 5. That's the centre of gravity there. So that should be that there now. 284 miles today's flight, so sounds about right. I like the look of that. So let's set this now to the SID like sort of thing. I'm a noob. Roughly 155 is the speed you should set this to. So let's go ahead and get the APU started up. Anti-collisions can go on. That's all I want to do for now. Make sure all these are on. So let's go ahead to the upper panel. Make sure that all these are on. We want those to be armed. Your damper to be on. Pitot heats, pro heats, whatever they are, they can go on. Seatbelts can go on. Alright, so the APU should be starting. So we're on APU power now, which means I can disconnect the ground power. So let's go ahead and ground connections off, and set our parking brakes. So go back to the FMC now. I want to get the ground chart up. We're on apron Charlie at the moment, so I want to get that up. Stand 42, I think it was, wasn't it? And then switch over to ground, which I assume is still online, right? 121.72. So 121.72. And then we'll also just quickly check the ground details. Nothing special there, so let's go ahead and contact the ground. So everything's all good, we haven't got any crazy warning lights, so I think time to get ready to leave. So set the auto brake up to RTO, ready for when we leave. Fuel pumps can come on now. And let's get ready for pushback with GSX. I'm going to want to go right, I think. Don't want to start engines yet. Oh, I got that wrong. I want to go left. Okay, unfortunately, our GSX, I think, has just crashed. Because I just did that, unfortunately. My GSX has crashed. So, I think we'll be doing a normal, just a stand, actually, luckily, this aircraft here has a what's it called? It has a pushback thing that allows me to, so I want to turn the nose, actually let's just go with straight pushback. How many feet is it? Will it tell me on the docking chart? I don't suppose it will it? Because I don't know totally how far I need to push it. So, you know what? Let's just use FSX manual pushback and do it that way. So, ground connections, all that's sorted, isn't it? So I can request push and start. Stansted ground, hello, this is Ryanair 22905 requesting push and start. Huh? Have they gone offline? Got no response.
Last station call and say again, call sign.
Ryanair 22905.
Ryanair 22905, push and start, face north.
Push and start approved, face north. Ryanair 22905. Okay, so that, I don't think, unfortunately, we'll be able to face north, because my GSX has crashed. So, you never know. I don't really know. Let's try and set up I don't know, I'm going to have to leave it and just ignore their instructions. It's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? But, you know. It's a bit of an unfortunate time, isn't it, for the for my game to just suddenly decide that it doesn't want to. It's just giving me my taxi instructions now, so Shift P for pushback, and right. How do you start the engines in this thing? I have totally forgotten. Wow, I haven't flown this thing in ages. Oh, here it is. It's up here, isn't it? Yes, it's coming out with an engine fail warning. So well, let's just set that there now, because I'm trying to work out how on earth to start the engines in this thing, because I haven't done it for so long. Where is it? I can't find it. I think it's something to do with these things. Right, I'm trying to work out how to start these engines. Where are ATC gonna get quite cross.
Speedbird 686, no further ATC available. Monitor Unicom 132.8. Bye-bye. Have a great first flight on Vatsim.
Where's the button?
That's your guys. Bye-bye.
Where is it that allows me to turn the engines on? I know what the button looks like. Actually, wrong button. I can do an auto start because this thing does use auto start. So there you go. I've got around that. Used an auto start procedure. But seriously, where is it? I would like to know where it is, obviously. And the auto start's failing. It's coming up with engine fail, so why it's coming up with engine fail, I don't know. Is it to do with the packs? So they need to be off. Yeah, they need to be off, don't they? In order for me to be able to start the engine. Because that solved it. I'm trying to do another auto start, but it's not working. Please. Please. Why is this happening today and only today? The one time I forget how to start the engines. Is it put in ground? Yes! I knew I did something with that lever. Found it! At last. I found it. Took a while, but there you go. ATC will be cross, I think, but there we go. I found out how to do it, it's okay. It's been ages since It's been ages since I last did that, so I'm actually amazed I managed to find that. But there we go, I'm glad I managed to find it. That was a bit stupid of me, but you know, let's just ignore it. I'm happy I was able to find it at least.
Speedbird 686 Hotel 1, Hotel 3, Hotel 1. Can I get that tower frequency again, please? Speedbird 686, there is no tower available. It's Unicom, it's text only, it's 122.8, sorry. 122.8, text only Unicom. Speedbird 686, bye-bye.
Okay, so we should be ready now, I think. So let's go ahead and get it onto that, which means I can switch the APU off. Lovely. Right, I was able to do that successfully. Get the taxi lights on. that in continuous because we're on the ground. I'm glad I was finally able to actually figure out how the engine started. Again, as I say, it's been a very long time since I've actually flown this aircraft, so we're getting a little one about the doors. You what? The doors are shut. Okay, I want to have a look now because this is telling me the doors are open. Oh, the cargo ones. I forgot it keeps them on a separate page. It's really stupid. Well, there you go. Good job I did a little check there to make sure everything was working. Otherwise, we would have taken off with open doors. Wouldn't have gone very well. LNAV's working, VNAV's not working. Yeah, so... Ryanair 22905 request a taxi.
Ryanair 22905, taxi holding point Kilo 1 via Juliet, Mike and Hotel.
Mike Kilo 1 via Mike, Kilo and Juliet, Ryanair 22905.
Ryanair 22905, negative, holding point Kilo 1, Romeo 04, via Juliet, Mike and Hotel.
Holding point Kilo 1 via Mike, Juliet and Hotel, Ryanair 22905.
Ryanair 22905, negative, taxiway Juliet, then taxiway Mike, then taxiway Hotel.
Juliet, Mike, Hotel, Ryanair 22905. At last, I bet the ATC are thinking, what is this moron? Juliet, Mike, Hotel. So let's go ahead and get moving then. I am such a noob at Vatsim. I don't know, I need to do, I need to learn how to, sort of process what they say a bit better. It'll come with practice. It'll come with practice. Only been flying on Vatsim a couple of weeks. So, you know, not too bad. So, Juliet, Mike, and then Hotel. So, Juliet all down to Mike, and then on to Hotel. So, I have a ground chart with me, so I'm glad I have that, obviously. Right, let's finally get on this flight to Weeze then. We're actually on time, which is quite funny, but after all that, still, but you know. And now I've got a couple of signs to guide me. So, on open sea, all down Juliet. So, I might have to just do text to speak on VPilot instead of, instead of just speech. I'll do text because then I can actually have a copy of it. So on to Juliet. Oh, there's a plane taking off. Look at that. That's what I like about Vatsim. Very realistic. So Mike is the one. It's not the last one. Second to last one. So by the last apron, which is this one here. This is Alpha. Here, that's Alpha. So the next one should be Papa. That's very, very close. And then beyond there, a bit further away, is Yankee. And we're taxiing to Kilo 1. So Kilo 1, that's that one there. Okay, I know the route we're taxiing. Then luckily, Stansted's quite a simple airport. So that's Yankee. But there, that should be Yankee. Or is it Papa? Papa, it's Papa. This is Yankee. Then November, then Hotel. So we are a little bit of a noob, I'll agree that, but you know, everybody's got to learn. Just that some take longer than others, you know. So just check my flight tracking software is working, yeah.
Electronic devices, laptop computers.
So here we are.
Must be turned off at all times.
This one now. Which one is this? That one should be, I think it's November. Yeah, it's November, because we've been told to go to Mike, Juliet, and then Mike, and then hotel. So we're going along here. I don't think you can see my mouse cursor. So up here, right, left, and then down to Kilo 1, which is not the last one, it's the second to last one. Holding point on the runway, that is. So now I've got a hang of this aircraft, it should be okay. Got no warning lights or anything like that, that's a good sign. That guy was told to go down Mike, so I don't really know why, because this is Mike, that's Lima, there, so I don't, because that little circle is the compass point. So
Ryanair 22905, no further ATC available, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom on 122.8, bye, Ryanair 22905. Okay, so we need to monitor Unicom now, so let's go ahead and do that while I'll wait here and quickly do it. So 122.8 Unicom, boom. Okay, so let's taxi down to Kilo 1. I think you might be finishing, or maybe this is now where he'd hand us off to the tower, and there is no tower online today. So we're going on to this runway now, and Kilo is not, it's that one there. So we'll wait, this Ryanair will go ahead of us, and then we'll start going that way. So this one should be Lima. Yep, Lima 1, Lima 3, that's correct. He's actually taxiing very slowly, so I'm not going to go ahead and overtake him, because that's silly, but he is taxiing unbelievably slowly. I wonder where he's going. Is that the VA one? The like 3VA. It is 3VA. 3VA. He's going to EGP. He's going to Edinburgh. But we're of course off to Dusseldorf Weeze Airport. So you know, different places. All of us going to different places. Ryanair, obviously it will be Ryanair because they're quite a big airline here. It's safe to say. So he's taxiing on to Kilo 1, then we'll follow him just a bit afterwards. I do like the PMDG 737. I haven't flown it, as I said earlier, for quite some time. So nice to be back in the control seat of it. Let's close down those charts we had open there for the ground, because we're now at Kilo 1, so he should go straight on the runway, and then I'll hold there until he's left, and then I'll line up and take off myself. So Kilo 1 is this one here. I don't know why he's saying ready to depart. Like, we're on Unicom. Yeah, I don't know, he's put that on Unicom, so he's just about to get ready then. I'll probably hold at Kilo 3 to give him a bit of space. I actually don't know why he's moving forward now. Beep beep. Is he going to start moving forward? What's he doing? Actually, the packs can go on now, can't they? Actually, they were on auto all along. They were on auto all along. Right, I wish this guy would go now, because I'm waiting here. I don't know what he's doing. So, he's cleared to go, but he's not moving. So I don't really understand that one. So we can get landing lights on now because we're at the runway. Right, this is actually really annoying now. Why is he waiting here? Right, so I've just said I'm ready to park runway 4 as well, so I'll see what he says. He's just waiting here. I don't know what he's doing. He's just sitting here. What are you doing? Go! He's just sitting here. What do I do? Do I wait here? Or, like, do I go? What do I do? I mean, this guy's not been much of a help, is he? Right, this is actually getting quite annoying now. Just asking a question there. Has he just gone like non-responsive or something? I've got no response from this guy, so I might just leave. I don't know what's happening, he's just completely unresponsive. Like, I actually have no clue what he's doing. Has he just gone AFK or something? Because he's just sitting there. I guess we'll just take off then. I don't know what happened there. He's just standing there. I'm not going. Right, let's go ahead and take off from this place. So, where's this toga button? I forgot there's this magic toga button that doesn't exist anywhere. There it is. Toga. No warning sirens, so that means we did our job correctly. He's only just sent out the ready to depart message now. 80 knots.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
V2. Gears going up. VNav's coming on, and autopilot can also come on. Whoa, the autopilot took control quite violently there. And put the flaps up. So we're currently going upwards now to 6,000, no, 5,000 is the first restriction, isn't it? Yeah, 5,000 and then it's... Yeah, so 5,000... I don't know, I think that's where it says 4,000, they've changed it. No, 5,000 at D16. And then at CLM we need to be at 6,000, so it doesn't actually matter where we go anyway. So it's just currently slowing itself down there. So we're at 5,000, we'll be here for a little bit, and then on to 6,000. Cruising altitude is 310. Obviously, once we get past these restrictions, that is. The taxi lights can come off now, and your retractables can come off. This is going to flight mode, I guess. Get the engine page up there now. So now hold it at 5,000 for a bit. Alright, I'm just going to quickly turn on my light in my room. There we go. Okay, so I can turn off the chart for this now and hide the yoke, and let's go ahead and look at our arrival into Weeze. So, start. Yeah, runway 09. So this is it. We're on the Sob 2 1 Whiskey. So, actually, there is no chart whatsoever. That is literally it. It's the waypoint straight to... it's the waypoint straight to the airport. So it's Sob 2, and then 3,000, and then 1,400, and then land. And it's a landing altitude of 150. So let's go ahead and pop that in on the pressure panel, which should be in auto, and it is in auto. Lovely. At the moment now, it's literally just a case of sit back and enjoy the flight. I will need to get the ILS frequency actually, so let's go ahead and get the ILS chart up today, which is runway 27. Chart ILS today is 110.7. That's about it really in terms of information. So obviously we have got some little bits of information there. So from experience, the barrow reference is generally roughly 200 above landing altitude, so I'll set that. So let's go to the init ref page. Normally I think we'll go with the flaps 40 arrival. And it's already got the ILS frequency in there for me. I forgot that this plane did that wonderful feature, because it's been quite a while since I've played with it. Turn off the auto brakes as well. Okay, where's the course? Where's the course? I can't remember where you adjust the course now. Is it down here? So let's set that to standby, which is 110.7. That's set there. But I can't find the course. Oh, there's the course. It's staring right at me. 272. So let's go ahead and get that in. And there we go. That's it. So I can go back to the legs page now. 6,000 for another 10 miles. And then we're allowed up to our cruising altitude. Keep coughing. It's so annoying. In terms of progress, 73 miles until top of climb. I don't know how long we're going to have at that. There you go, top of climb, top of descent. They're very close together, as what was expected. So we're just sitting here now, 7 miles to the Clapton VOR, and then it's straight up. So I'll make that with live ILS actually. May as well. This plane is super loud. Are there any where's the sound settings? Because it's really loud. Aircraft, equipment, no. Displays, options, sound. There you go. Master volume. 30. That should be a bit better now. It's a very loud plane, so I prefer that. I'm more happy with that. So approximately 11:14 arrival. It's going to be 10:32 in the game, so I think we're estimating about just about 50-minute flight today. So like the sound of that. We're not inside any kind of Where are we then? I can't see it's on the map. There we are. Ryanair 22905. And there's Weeze Airport. You should be able to see it quite close. Where is it? It doesn't know. I like that. It doesn't actually know where Weeze Airport is on my Vatsim. It just says EDLV. It doesn't know that that's an airport. That's crazy. Let's get the latest meta. It's still variable winds, so. Oh yeah, set standard pressure now. Again, there's the standard pressure, and this is actually where we set the barrel, isn't it? So that should be about here, is that? There it is. Barrow reference. If that actually is 150, let's set this at about 370. Currently going up. Now we're coming up to 10,000. I can get the seatbelts ready to go off. I turned off the fixed one. I don't know, that's weird, because I'm positive I turned off the retractable ones once we left, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot, I don't know. Bit of an odd one. So now we're just heading straight up to the planned cruise altitude, which is 11,000. It's going to be quite a steep climb, I suspect. Once, that is, the aircraft has got up its speed. Now we've passed this. Also, actually, let's have a look. What does my smart cars, which is the tracking system, reckon? I'm 32 minutes away, this reckons, so. This reckons I'm 172 miles away. I've got an FMC saying 239, so. A bit different, obviously. This thing's now reached its speed, so it's going to start to pick up its climb speed. Approximately 52 miles to the top of climb, this reckons. Judging by the current rate, though, it reckons will be much earlier up there. Because at the moment we're climbing like crazy. In the area we have a Ryanair, and we also have a Thomson. This is an A321. I'm guessing that might, like, I don't know, my traffic packs are sometimes a bit of a problem. Don't have all the AI installed, so, you know, just try to have all of the performance data that we might need in there. Yep. Of course, I do want to check that everything that is on here is all correct. N1, all this seems all correct, so. Unfortunately, this plane can sometimes crash my sim, so. What I'll do, I'll occasionally save. We'll just say 737. It really exists, but we'll save it like that. Oh, great. Saving it has caused it to just, like, go nuts. Oh, phew, I thought I crashed the game there. Okay, so no more saving, because it turns out that saving causes the game to want to crash. I did manage to complete a flight to Cologne on this channel without it crashing, so I have good hopes, but now I've said that it will crash almost certainly. 18,000 we're currently at, and still climbing quite fast. Obviously, I think it will be quite an aggressive climb because of the ridiculousness of it was. Also, I need to do a smooth landing with this airline, or my flight report will get rejected, which is bad. So I'm not one for good landings. Let's say that. So on the progress it tells you all these things. I just wanted to know what it told you. Not much. So what the aim is to have that little green marker there, to be in the same position as that little green dot that says TC on it. That's what we want. And we are less than 40 miles away from that TC, if you want to call it that, I guess. Weather radar, nothing interesting. I think it would be. Terrain, again, nothing interesting. As expected, since I think right now we are over the ocean. Yeah, we are over the ocean, because obviously today, routing over Amsterdam, and then landing quite close to Dusseldorf. I'm actually surprised that it doesn't recognise Weeze Airport. It just makes me laugh, though, that it doesn't recognise Weeze Airport. It doesn't think it's an airport. Right, the controller, when I said Weeze Airport, he said confirmed destination. I bet he didn't know where it was. It's like, it's a pretty random airport, gotta say. Got no charts, no like ground chart that we need to follow. So I'm just trying to look at the charts for the ground, see how small an airport it is, eh? So look. Oh, I've gone back to Frankfurt now. PDLV. Weeze. Okay, so this is the ground shot here, which is tiny. Yeah, it's tiny. Literally tiny. It's got 9 gates. 9 gates. Wow. It's pretty small. I've got to say, it's a pretty small airport. So we're landing on runway 27, vacate on Bravo or Alpha, come down Sierra, and then that's it, basically. That is at the airport. That is the world's smallest airport. I'm actually serious. That's stupid. Why is it so small? I'll keep that open for when we land. That's crazy, though. Tiny airport. So at the moment, we're almost at our top of climb. 26,000 we're basically passing. Just wanted to check it's in auto throttle, so I'm just moving around my throttle quadrant, make sure it's definitely in auto throttle, because it's currently on full throttle, which is a bit unusual for cost index 25. Well, there you go. Not so much about saving money, I guess. Oh, I did forget to set the trim. It proves that setting the trim is not a necessary item. All the other things I did were good, which is lucky. That's lucky. Okay, so I've on descent is the next thing we need to look at. Okay, so it's okay using the checklist on there. The only thing I missed out was setting the rudder trim before takeoff. That's the only thing I missed, so not bad. Only one thing missed, considering it's been over a month since I flight this thing. In between, I've flown a Dash 8, I've flown a Beechcraft, and I've flown an A320. So it's like, you know, I've flown 3 other aircraft, and I've learned how to fly on Vatsim. So it's been a bit crazy, hasn't it? Let's just refetch the meta. It has updated, just to say the wind's got smaller. Nothing else. There. 28,300 at the moment. And we're descending. When are we descending? Just before Basno, so we'll get a good at least 40 miles at our top of climb, which is goodish, I guess, good enough. But in 17 minutes so far, not that long. Well, you know. So we're coming up to 31,000 at the moment. 57 minutes into the stream, wow. Long stream today, I guess. And we've only been in the air 18 minutes. Crazy. Just show you how long it takes to prep some of these flights to get off the ground. Well, we're at cruising altitude, so the engines are starting to spool down. And we're here now at our top of our cruising altitude for just 54 nautical miles. And then I'll set this down now to 3,000, which is the altitude that the ILS is at. So that's the altitude we want to descend to. Not a long period of time at this this altitude, but it's enough. So on descent, what do we need to do then according to this little checklist here? Pressurization, landing altitude, done that. Anti-ice, don't need it. Approach briefing fuel, we haven't got a co-pilot, so not needed. And altitude bugs, set. Approach, I'll be honest, I'm not great at those ones, so put it on to landing, and that's when we need to look at that again. So, lovely. Look at my little aircraft there. Obviously, EDLV is not a recognised airport according to this, which is quite funny. I just like that though, that Amsterdam is not a recognised airport. It's like, come on! No, not Amsterdam, sorry. Weeze, it's not a recognised airport. It's a very small airport, so I'll give them that. Only 38 more miles to top descent, and then we're descending. Wow. What a short flight, eh? What a short flight. Just like real Ryanair, though. They very rarely spend very long at cruise. Saves money. Straight up, straight down. Miles to Tulip, which is the waypoint. I quite like the sound of that waypoint. Nice little waypoint. 8 miles to Tulip. We'll make a little turn, and then we'll be descending in just 3 minutes. Wow. Crazy. Miles to Tulip. Got a nice little tailwind there, so that's helping our speed considerably. Tailwind 24 knots extra speed there. Lovely. Two nautical miles to Tulip. Making that little turn now. Lots of KLMs in the area. They're on the ground down at Amsterdam. Nice Sky Team livery of a KLM there. I like that. Yeah, look at this little inside view there. Very crammed in, as you'd expect from Ryanair. "15 miles to descent now. Got no controllers live in the area, so we'll just stick with this for now, I guess. Let's get another meta, see if we've got another one. We do not have another one, so stick with that, I guess. I forgot to turn on the other side flight directors. Oops. "11 miles now to descent, so really not far. Pretty weird, isn't it? Such a short flight. I'm just looking now at my little V-Pilot. The UK is crazy. With ATC. Nuts. So much ATC. So much. I think we're getting ready to descend pretty soon. 5 miles, 4 miles. And we'll descend down to 3,000, I think. So I'm just going to send out on V-Pilot the little message that says descending. Descending via sob 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning the descent.
Sod 1 whiskey.
Please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Arrival.
Below the
EDLV
overhead bins. Keep all electronic
traffic.
devices turned off.
So we're just descending now. Throttle's gone very low now as we descend. Descending reasonably slowly at the moment. So according to this, I think I would like to reach 3,000 in time for the arrival. Wait, in time for that ILS, basically. Let's have a little look ahead. at my planned arrival. So this is the planned arrival. Okay, there's a little error there. I want to get rid of that there. We've had a little error, unfortunately, in the planning of the flight. And it's taken me like to the airport and then back out, which is not what we're supposed to do. I've looked at the charts, and the charts are telling me here, wrong charts. Charts say here, straight in to the airport and then land. That's what this is telling me here. So there's not much in terms of a chart. I will say that. Okay, let's have a look at the ILS chart, make sure I'm correct. So the ILS chart, we go to Rimad. There's no mention here about going from LAA first. That's where you hold. You hold at LAA. So if I get instructed to hold, that's where I would go. But for a normal arrival, I just head to for a normal arrival, I just head to Rimad and then come in. That's what the instructions are from the charts, so that's what I'm sticking with. It is now a bit of a sort of a harder descent path to try and get. How far off are we? Not too far off. I'm catching up with it. So I've got my speed brake out and the plane is descending as fast as it can, which is helping us catch back up with where we should be. I knew when I was looking through that route there, it said SOB21W and then it said afterwards, it said direct lab, and that is, it said direct to land, and that's not what I was told by SimBrief. Normally I look at the approach a bit earlier than that, but I think this flight I sort of left it behind a little bit, and there you go, that's a bit of a mistake, wasn't it, leaving it behind? But I've found it now, so it's okay. Still descending at this same crazy pace, but we are catching back up with our descent path. Wow. Just going to check the meta again, it hasn't changed, so, you know, that's it. We're just 2,600 feet away from our glide path now, so we've caught back up. Quite wow. That's made our flight a bit shorter as well. It is telling me that it's an unachievable descent path. I don't think so. We are closing in on that descent path now, so only 2,000 feet away from the descent path now, so we've caught up with it massively, already by above 1,000 feet. And this thinks that the altitude here is that, for some annoying reason. Descent page, forecast. I think it's 5,000 for most of these airports in Germany, so I'll set that. Makes it happier. Yeah, we're kind of on 1,500 feet away from the glide path now, so that's good. We've caught up with ourselves. So this thing is saying that it's unachievable, the descent path. I don't think it is. And we're only 1,300 feet away now, so we're doing good on catching up. We're coming up to less than 1,000 feet off now. That's good. I'd like to try and get there before 10,000 because we need to slow down at 10,000. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. In preparation. Coming up to less than 500 away, so I think that's good. Now I can leave that alone. Let it get on with its thing. I'll set the auto brakes now, may as well. How long is the runway? I want to know. 8,000 feet, so I think that's good enough for an auto brake. Actually, let's just go auto brake 3 anyway. And we've caught up with it now, I think, pretty much. But we'll keep the speed brakes open because we're about to descend. We're about to slow down because for the 250 knot speed limit that we have at 10,000 feet. I've caught it just in time for 10,000 feet, which is good. So we've slowed down now. Hopefully, I'll keep monitoring our speed and make sure it's okay. At the moment, I'm happy with the speed that this thing has given. I can get rid of the spoilers now because we're back on descent path and we're doing the correct speed as well. So I'm happy with that. Plenty happy with it. And we are within the limit of our. We're within the limit of our little. What's it called now? I forgot what it's called. Within the limit of the speed restrictions that we have to follow. So this thing should now start descending and all that, getting ready. I've got the ILS ready, so. 110.7, just check that it's correct. It is. So I'm plenty happy that that's all as it is, as it should be. Fixed landing lights coming on. The retractables can stay off for now. What else do we need to do? Engine start switches to continuous. Okay. Recall, that's easy enough. Speed brake arm. Okay. Landing gear, flaps, and landing lights. Okay. So I'll run through that when we get ready to land. For now though, just watch this lovely plane descend. So just one final check, we're not breaking the rules there, because smart cars will... Oh, great. The Euro controls just come online above flight level 245, so I would have had go into a little bit of ATC there, but unfortunately we're a bit too late. We're not within their... We are within their control zone, but not within their altitude zone, so we can't contact them. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know. So we're going up to SOB 2 and then turning round onto Rimad. So just before SOB 2 I think I'll fire up the approach. I'll get the... Actually I've got the approach ready now. Actually let's not get it ready yet. Go around altitude today. What is that? Just checking. It's 3,000. So oh, the Euro control just went offline. That was pretty quick. Very quick, in fact. I should be able to see the airport alongside. It's obviously going to be quite a small airport, so... Also, I think I might have forgot to mention, I had some scenery for Stansted. It was the free version from UK 2000 scenery, so it's the less detailed model, but it was still pretty good. I was impressed with it, the scenery. So I'll be getting some more UK 2000 the free version of the scenery. That's like the less detailed one, obviously, but still. We're approaching our transition altitude, so get it set. We'll go base QNH because I'm not really bothered with anything else because I don't want to go messing that up. There hasn't been a refresh in the weather, so we're good to continue. Now I'm coming on these points here, and I'd like to get the approach armed. So let's go ahead and get it ready to be armed. And then it will look out for it. Well, we've just hit the descend point, so time to start getting ready to descend, I guess. No, not descend, decel point. That's what they're called. Silly me. So what altitude is the flaps? I've forgotten. Flaps 1, 250 knots. Flaps 2, 250 knots. Flaps 5. So we can all get to flap 5. You can hear it extending. It's really cool. So flaps 5 I'd like. We're not established on any kind of localizer yet, but getting ready, I guess. So we're slowing down now. Get the speed brake open, slow ourselves down. And a ton of that, obviously, because it's Madrid online night and Rome online night tonight, so it will be quite busy in terms of ATC, I think, because of those events. Haven't caught any of the ILS or anything like that yet. I can see the little glide slope diamond, and I can also see the localizer diamond, so that means that we have set the correct frequency and I've done my job properly. So I've gone a bit too far there. That's the flaps level. I can only go as far as flaps 10 until I extend the gear, so gear's coming out now, which means that this needs to be set to continuous. The retractables are coming out. We have the glide slope, we have the VOR, so going full flaps now. And landing speed is 135, so I'll get it down to that. Arm the spoilers, the speed brake, you know, arm it. Recall, speed brake, landing gear, auto brake, flaps, landing lights, all good. So I just need to do a recall, and that's it. That should be it, I think. So this thing's going to start slowing itself down, and I will take control once we're past this next waypoint, and fingers crossed it can be a nice smooth landing. Probably won't be. We can only hope. So we're arriving now into Weeze Airport. Very quiet, obviously. Not a very popular airport, this one. So I'm getting set to be able to land this plane. I can see the instruments there. Let's check if the screen doesn't seem to work. If anyone knows how to work that screen, please say. Not entirely sure what this warning is we're getting here. It's just finished. I think it said OM. Not entirely sure what that's about. Get it out of auto throttle and I'll match. Lovely. So So 700 feet from the ground. Bit low at the moment, so I just stop it from descending now a little bit. $400 feet to landing. continue. There's some trees right on approach. Look at that. What the? What is that little alarm that keeps coming on? And we're getting ready to touch it down now.
Sync rate.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh. Oh dear. Didn't manage to touch the aircraft down great there. I think that might have been a quite smooth, I'm not sure. Descending here now, manual brakes. Okay. Alarm speed brakes. Turn that off. Extra time off. 48-minute flight today. What was our FPM? Tell me the bad news, computer, whatever you're called. Smart cars. Oh dear, 613. And then we touch back down at 165. So I think it'll count the heavier one of those two. I think. Not a great landing, I'll be honest. Right, we've vacated at Bravo.
At that point,
So down all the way down Sierra, and then we'll go in there to gate 7. I like the look of gate 7. You know, gate 9. Let's go gate 9. Oh, I forgot we haven't got GSX, have we? It crashed earlier. Okay, never mind. GSX crashed on me earlier, didn't it? Right, landing lights off. Actually, I'll keep the engine to the continuous position. Get APU fired up. Right, I don't know why there's a split in the taxiways here. It doesn't say that on the charts. Oh well. It didn't say that on the charts, but you know, just forget that. Does this game know? I think it's just registered on the ground. So that's where Weeze Airport is. It doesn't know. Quite funny. So the APU has started up now. So we'll get the plane running on APU power once the little light comes on that tells me I need to. The APU hasn't fully started yet. As usual, I'm not great at landing, I found that. The second touchdown was quite smooth, it's just the next bit that was a bit rubbish. And the APU should be on, yeah, get that on there. So, we are running on APU power now, so let's just go up to the stand and park up. We'll have no GSX, unfortunately, but, you know, oh well. And we'll get this plane shut off in a cold and dark state. So, coming up to where the gates are now, to just reduce the power a little bit. What's funny is this is actually a base airport for Ryanair, but it's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. I mean, stand 9 is the one furthest down there, so we'll pick stand 9. I wonder if GSX would even services it here anyway. Extremely small gates. Wow. There we go. Right. And we're coming up now to the gates. I'll reduce power. Reduce power a lot. And then turn it in. I don't think we'll even have enough space to fit in a stand at this rate. Tiny stand, this one. So I'm lined up on the stand now. Go to outside view so we can get that perfect parking. That should be about it. Right, parking brakes are on. Flight directors will get those off. And cut the engines. FS actions. Get those on. Disconnect the parking brakes because we've got the wheel chocks on. Air start unit. Let's get the PO covers turned on. Air stair open. This thing has an air stair, so that's pretty cool. And that should be about it. So now we need to turn everything up here off. So off. Get all the packs off. Isolation valve off. APU bleed is off. We'll get the APU off because we should be running on ground power now. And fuel pumps can go off. Yaw damper can go off. Generators, the engine ones stay on, electric ones go off. Seatbelt signs can go off. Engine sides can go into off. Anti-collision lights, position lights off. Trim air off. That should be about it. I think that's everything off. Pretty much, apart from obviously the things that power the aircraft and want them to stay on. On the ground here, doing pretty good. Happy with that. So, end the flight on smart cars. I think that flight would have been rejected somehow. Just sneezed right into my mic. Yeah, they service tons of destinations from Dusseldorf Weeze. We'll probably be flying back to Stansted though in another flight. It was rejected, unfortunately. It took the harder landing of the two. It didn't take the softer landing. It's a bit of a shame. It did take the harder one, not the softer one. Oh well. What can I do about that? Close off sim brief. Disconnect from Vatsim. So let's go ahead and just go into a cold and dark setting. Now everybody is off the plane. So the battery off. Backing on to standby power. Actually, let's get it powered by the battery. No, standby power. Off. Just make sure everything's off, basically. It seems to be the best way of controlling stuff. Standby power's going off. And then it always leaves one side of the aircraft on. I've actually forgotten what I need to do to fully turn the battery off. You need to do something. Okay, so I've totally forgotten how to put it onto full cold and dark. I think you just disconnect it actually. I think I might just disconnect it from the ground power. Yeah, we do. That's what we do. This plane's still making noise though, which kind of implies that there's still things to come off. Everything here is off, so Sounds like some sort of air conditioning thing, but they're all off. So I guess we'll leave it there. There's supposed to be noise inside the aircraft because there's no noise out there. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this quite long stream actually. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this Vatsim flying. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.